Good morning and welcome to Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. Today is the much awaited day. Even though the worsening COVID-19 situation robbed your excitement of walking into your new classrooms and having great time with your new friends, this pandemic crisis offers us the unique experience of getting connected virtually as a new normal. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. With this new experience of everything happening in front of your computer and mobile screen, join your hands with Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education and stay ahead to achieve your dream. I'm Dr. Priya Durga, Faculty of Management. On behalf of Kalasalingam Business School, Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education, I extend a warm welcome to the dignitaries and my dear colleagues and Mr. and Miss Freshers of KBS for the inauguration of KBS Orient 2020. On the special occasion, we begin this session by the invocation to our mother Tamil. Now I invite Ms. Vaishnavi, final year MBA Actuarial Science student, for Tamil Thai வாழ்த்து.
நீராடும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கனமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனர் திருநாடும் தக்க சிற பிறனுதரும் தடித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இறந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே திரும்பியந்த செயல் மறந்த வாழ்த்ததுமே
Thank you, Ms. Vaishnavi. It's time to extend a warm welcome. I kindly invite Dr. Vijay, Deputy Dean, Kalasalingam Business School and Head, Department of Business Administration, to welcome the invitees of this inaugural session.
Thank you, Dr. Priyadurga. Respected dignitaries, guests of the day, Mr. Suresh, learned colleagues, parents, and my dear students, I consider it a great privilege to welcome you all for the inaugural session of KBS Orient 2020, 26th batch of MBA at Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. With the blessings of founder and chairman, Kalevalla Kalasingamaya, and wishes of our chancellor, Levalla Dr. K. Sridharan, we begin our day today, and I'm here before you as a proud member of this esteemed institution. I would like to welcome our dynamic Vice President, Dr. Sachianand Sridharan, whose vision and support in all our ventures is a true inspiration and is instrumental in organizing this event and much more. We are indeed honored by your presence. Welcome you, sir. I welcome our Vice Chancellor, Dr. R. Nagaraj, a leader in the true sense, who spearheads us in the path of continuous development. It is a privilege to have you amongst us, sir. Welcome you, sir. I welcome our own, thank you, sir. Our registrar, Dr. V. Vasudevan, a leader whose neat execution and guidance has led us to many successes, elated by your presence. Welcome you, sir. I wish and extend a very warm welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. K. Suresh, President and CEO, India Cements Capital Limited, Chennai, who's amongst us today despite his busy schedule. We appreciate your gesture, sir, and to be amongst us today to share your thoughts with our students. I'm sure it is going to create a great impact in their minds. Thank you so much for being, and a very warm welcome. I welcome Mr. S. Jairam, Region Head, Marketing Development Business Standard, and Knowledge Partners. Welcome you, sir, and thank you for your association. I extend my special welcome to the parents and students, the budding managers of tomorrow, who have wisely chosen this institution to upgrade and grow. Wishing you all the best and welcome you to this esteemed institution. I extend my warm welcome to Ms. P. Ramya, HOD MSW, Dr. S. Rani, HOD Commerce, faculty members of Business Administration, and various other departments and coordinators of the event. I once again heartily welcome everyone gathered here today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words of welcome. Success is totally dependent upon drive and persistence. The extra energy required to make another effort or try another approach is the secret of winning. Now I kindly invite respected Registrar Dr. V. Vasudevan, who is the navigator of this flagship of knowledge, to give us his words of felicitation. Sir.
Honorable Vice President, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, the chief guest of this function, Mr. Suresh Krishna, the Dean of Kalasalingam Business School, faculty members and freshers of this prestigious MBA course. Very good morning to you all. It is a great pleasure for me to join in the inauguration of the 26th batch of MBA of Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. It is indeed a very happy moment for me to welcome the newcomers as well as congratulate all the people who have joined in Kalasalingam. Kalasalingam is a very successful institution with a higher ranking in the NIRF, NAC accredited, NBA accredited, with a lot of achievements. It is serving the rural population in a very grand way. In this connection, it is successfully completed its 35 years of service to the great rural population of India and entering into the 36th year. As far as MBA is concerned, it is celebrated its 25 years of service and entering into the 26th year. With the great visionary leaders, we are achieving a lot, and on behalf of Kalasalingam group family members, once again, I welcome all the people and wishing the grand success for your stay at Kalasalingam as well as the success in your life. Wishing the function grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. A successful man is not a victim of his environment. He creates favorable environment. His inherent force and energy compel things to turn out as he desires. Now I kindly invite respected Vice Chancellor Dr. R. Nagaraj, whose inspiration and vision with rich experience in the academic and industry, guiding us to climb heights in the field of education. On this special occasion, with merging of minds, we invite you, sir, to give the inaugural lectures.
Good morning to all of you. Thank you, madam, for the invite. At the outset, I would like to place my humble reverences to our founder chairman and our chancellor. Good morning to our beloved vice president, our registrar, and today's chief guest, Mr. Suresh Krishna, India Cements captain. And my dear students and the esteemed parents who have assembled here on this very auspicious day, an auspicious morning, wherein we are all waiting to welcome all the new joinees for the MBA program of the Kalasalingam Business School on your the new journey you guys are embarking along with us. MBA program at Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education is a niche program wherein the impetus and the focus is basically on training the students into becoming good managers and making them one of the best possible decision makers. You would have already garnered a lot of skills during your undergraduate programs. You're all graduates now of very good universities maybe, and in the process of your graduation, all of you would have garnered the skill sets, the technical skill sets that may be needed in your field of life. But now you have chosen a new path. Instead of going into the actual expertise that you have undergone all these days, you now want to embark on a new journey. You want to lead from the front, and that is what the actual managerial education means. That students who have the capability and students who have the acumen to lead from the front join the business administration program. The dean and the various other senior faculty of the school would definitely impress upon you what are those various activities that we do apart from the regular classroom, because all of us know the classroom education is only a small part of the entire process of teaching learning. You being included into a program which needs a lot of practical skills, a lot of practical knowledge, definitely the program must be capable of giving you those hands-on inputs, giving you those practical inputs. So therefore, the program is tailored in such a way that you do the teaching learning, the pedagogy used in the program is being such that you people would try to muster as much as administration skills in whatever specializations you would like to go into during the course of this program. Along with this, we have huge industry tie-up also for the program. We have tied up with SAP laboratories to get you SAP certified under the various verticals of management education, which is very niche for our university, basically because the certificate the certification is itself offered at a very, very subsidized cost, wherein normally all of you would have known by this time, if you want to get the SAP certification, you may have to spend roughly about 2.5 to 3 lakhs when you go outside. But now within our university, during your course of the program itself, you have this wonderful opportunity of getting yourself SAP certified at a very, very nominal cost, almost 20 times less than the market value, roughly about 15 to 16,000 rupees. You will be able to get the SAP certification and there is no compromise on the training there. It is the industry people who are very, very affluent in SAP training who come and train you and give you those hands-on trainings. And this is very, very important for all of you, because once you are SAP certified and you have an MBA degree from our university, definitely the type of placements, the jobs that gets open to you is immense. There, the starting salaries also matter, and once you are SAP certified, the starting salaries also grow multifold, and definitely the industry experts who are lined up for this orientation program during today will throw light upon what are those niche skills that you have to learn during the course of your MBA program. This is a great opportunity to all of you. I thank your parents wholeheartedly for reposing faith in our university and getting you admitted for a master's program. That is basically because masters anybody would like to do from a very, very good place, very niche place, and thereby you have selected the best possible university available to you for embarking upon your master's journey. And I wish you all the best in this journey, and wish also that you come up with flying colors in the next 2 years down the line, and wherever is needed and beyond whatever you need, also the school, the Kalasalingam Business School, the faculty, and also the university is there to help you out in terms of nurturing your dreams and fulfilling your aspirations and making you one of the best possible master's candidate available for employment. And beyond that also, the Kalasalingam University tries to inculcate the entrepreneurial acumen also into its students. So we have a very nice incubation center wherein there are a lot of startups which have been incubated in the university. Definitely you will also be exposed to all those systems here, and maybe in at least a few of you if you have the entrepreneurial aspiration, if you have the dream of becoming an entrepreneur yourself, there is an opportunity provided to you towards that also. So wish you all the best. I wouldn't take much time because there are a lot of people who would be talking to you today, and welcome you all again to the Kalasalingam University, to the Kalasalingam family. And I pray the Almighty that He sprinkles the best of wishes on all of you. And again, thank the parents for selecting our university. I thank the organizers for giving me this great opportunity. And again, wish you all the best in your future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the words and the wishes. The ultimate test of man's conscience may be his willingness to sacrifice something today for future generations, whose words of thanks will not be heard. With thankful heart, I kindly invite Honorable Vice President Dr. S. Sashi Anand, who played a prominent role in development of educational institution, to give the presidential address. Over to you, sir.
A very good morning to every one of you present here. Chief guest of today's event, Mr. Suresh sir, our Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Dean Kalasalingam Business School, faculty members, students of Kalasalingam Business School, and most importantly, the stars of today's event, the freshers who are now joining the Kalasalingam family in the first year of MBA, Masters of Social Work, MBA Actuarial Science, and other programs from the Kalasalingam Business School. A hearty welcome and very good morning to each and every one of you present over here. At the outset, as I said before, a hearty welcome into the Kalasalingam family. That is what we expect and we behave here at Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education, at Kalasalingam University. We believe that each and every person, be it a student, be it a parent, be it a faculty member, is now part of the bigger Kalasalingam family. And it is our responsibility and the interest which we have in seeing all of you as successful graduates who graduate from the university and pursue your passion, be it in terms of employment, in terms of research or entrepreneurship. We are here as your partners in your journey towards a successful career and towards a successful life. And I ensure you, this is something our Chancellor always says in the inaugural functions of every program, not only the MBA program, but all our inaugural programs. Our Chancellor always promises to each and every parent over here that the future of your child is in our hands, and let us work together. That is the most important part, parents and students. Let us all work together to ensure that your ward, your son or daughter, has a successful life going ahead. Students, at the outset, our registrar has already mentioned about the accolades of Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education, be it in terms of the All India National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF Ranking 2020, where we were 60th in the country in the engineering category, 72nd in the university category. That is one of the greatest accolades for this year. Our NBA, NAC, consistently we have been highest because we lay a foundation on an emphasis on quality. Very recently, the American Accreditation, ABET, Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology, has also accredited 11 of our undergraduate engineering programs, making it the only university in India to have 11 undergraduate programs accredited by ABET in a single visit, and that too in the first cycle. So you are now joining an institution where quality, the focus of the students, and most importantly, the future of the students is paramount and is involved in as one of the key values for the management, for the students, and for the faculty members as well. So hearty welcome to all the students, and let us ensure that we work together towards a successful future for each and every one of you. So students, now that you're joining, you'll have, granted, we would have been very happy to have this program live where we could see and interact with each and every one of you. But given the current scenario, Corona scenario, we are now doing it online. But I can assure you to each and every one of you is that Kalasalingam University has been one of the institutions which has been successful at running its programs in an online manner. Most importantly, running its examinations also in the online manner. You can inquire from your seniors who have graduated from MBA programs, or also any of your colleagues or any of your friends who have graduated from the other programs that being offered at Kalasalingam University. The last academic year, all the final year programs the classes were held online. Final year examinations were also held online, and we finished our examinations in the month of May itself, even before the other universities were thinking about holding final year examinations. So, and even now the current semester started in August in an online manner, and it is on target to be completed this month. So that is the amount of technology, even though we hail from the rural district of Virudunagar and we are located in Krishnankovil, in terms of technology, we are at the forefronts to ensure that our students have a seamless connectivity with respect to knowledge acquisition. So that is the amount of importance Kalasalingam University gives to its students in terms of ensuring a seamless knowledge delivery. So students, don't be worried about that. Be rest assured that your classes, all your activities will be proceeding in an online manner till we get the necessary permissions and approvals to open up the campus physically after that. Another thing also, while first is in terms of academics, secondly, our placement drives have also been going on in a virtual mode this year. All of you are aware that many industries, many companies are all working from home now because they have not, I'm sure, the speakers whom you would meet this entire week would be attesting to that. They're all working from home, and most importantly, they're also conducting their recruitment dives in a virtual mode, in a virtual mode itself. So all your seniors who have passed out from the MBA program have been successfully placed. Very recently also, your seniors got placed in Oppo mobiles with a CTC of 7 lakh per annum. So everything is going on in online mode because this is the new normal now. Let us adapt to it, and let us most importantly, let us put our best effort to ensure we get the best out, make the most out of it, get the best out of it, and have a successful journey going forward with each and every one of you. Last but not the least, my sincere advice to all the students: MBA program, Master of Social Work, your master's program in general is incorporated a lot with the industry. You will have a lot of industry personnel coming, most importantly, taking their time, coming and spending time with each and every one of you to convey what their experiences are and how a management professional is, or a postgraduate professional is required for the industry. And all the industry speakers will agree with me and will also reiterate what I'm about to say, is that the industry is in need of well-trained manpower. That is the difference, my dear students. They are in need of well-trained manpower, not just manpower. So we should be able to offer what the industry expects out of us. As long as we are able to do that, as long as we are able to offer that, definitely you are in for a successful career going forward. Don't worry, my dear students, you have the next 2 years ahead of you to plan, prepare. Where do you see yourself? First and foremost, focus on your communication skills, improve your communication skills. Secondly, problem solving skills, be it marketing, be it HR, be it project management, be it operations, be it logistics, whatever be your field of interest. Be strong in your technical knowledge, and most importantly, right from the first year, in all your courses, I'm sure you'll have a lot of projects, you'll have a lot of discussions, you'll have a lot of works wherein you work with the students within the same institution. Keep a record of your achievements right from the first year and be in a position to showcase it to the industry at the time of your graduation. As part of the MBA program, all of the students are required to do an internship or a project outside as well, and we would be assisting you with that. And if you are doing well, if the industry is happy with you, why would they not extend an offer of employment to you as well? So think along those lines, students. Ensure that you improve your communication, technical knowledge, put in your best feet forward for the next 2 years to have a successful career in your life. Because you're happy, you get a good job, or you become a successful entrepreneur, you're happy, your family is happy, your teachers, your faculty members are happy, and entirely the institution is happy. So it all begins with a simple step taking forward by each and every one of us, and we are here in this journey to support you. at Kalasalingam University, be it in terms of communication. We are recognized by Cambridge Assessment, United Kingdom, as one of the assessment centers. So we have the assessment center from Cambridge. As our Vice Chancellor sir also mentioned, SAP certification is another thing which we have started, because to improve the quality and employability of our graduates as well. SAP SAP certification is another thing which all our students undergo during their program here at Kalasalingam University. So in terms, and most importantly, the entire program, the entire business school is aligned closely with industry. You'll have a lot of industry speakers. One simple example you can see this week itself is more than 10 speakers from various industries who are going to be talking to you and addressing to you during KBS Orient 2020, the first week of your classes itself. That is the amount of level of collaboration which the university has with industries. Students, make use of that. Let us all work together to make you happy, your family happy, and the entire institution happy. So once again, students, a hearty welcome to the Kalasalingam family. I wish each and every one of you all the success in your life, and I hope that let us all work together for your success and also for the happiness of your family members. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I wish the program and all the students all the success in their life. Thank you very much.
For the words, your blessings and your wishes. Leadership is not about a title or designation. It's about impact, influence, and inspiring others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. We have here such an inspiring personality as the distinguished guest of this inaugural session, Mr. K. Suresh, President and CEO of India Cements Limited, Chennai. Mr. Suresh has more than 3 decades of rich experience in finance, security market, accounts, internal audit and marketing in finance service sector. Presently, he is the President and CEO of India Cements Capital Limited. Prior to that, he was the Finance Controller and Company Secretary in India Cements Capital Limited. He was the Senior General Manager of New India Express, and he was the Vice President of Apple Credit Corporation. Added to his credit, he is an associate member of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. He is an associate member of Institute of Company Secretaryship of India and a fellow member of Insurance Institute of India. He is the Vice President of Hindustan Chamber of Commerce, and he was the ex-secretary of Madras Management Association and the ex-member of Secondary Market Advisory Committee. We have here such an eminent person. Once again, we welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Priya. Respected Dr. Shashi Anand, Vice President, Dr. Nagaraj, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vasudevan, Registrar, Dr. Priya, already mentioned, Dr. Viji, Deputy Dean. So I am midst of doctors today. So I am feeling myself comfortable, safe, and well protected. Good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure in attending this as a chief guest for the inaugural of 26th batch of MBA of Kalasalingam University Business School. My hearty welcome to all the students who have chosen this 2 years course of MBA, that too in a prestigious institution like Kalasalingam University. I think the credentials already spelled out by my preceding speakers actually about the university, what they are doing, what kind of support system is there, what kind of assurance is there to the welfare of the students or their success. That's most important. I mean, 50% of your job is done when you have chosen a right institution. Then the rest is with you, of course. So that way, I'm very happy to note that Kalasalingam, for more than 3 decades, has done a marvelous job in providing education, that to rural population, very important. Because next emerging leaders will be from, business leaders will be from rural population. So I think supporting that segment, I mean, from Srivilliputturu is very good. In fact, I'm very happy about it. And we have to encourage such institutions for the survival of this country, for the welfare of this country. With this, I would like to just touch upon few things, what I came across during my life journey, so that the students will have some benefit out of it. That's the most, important idea of my presence here. Of course, my preceding speakers rightly said most of the things. That's the problem when you are the last speaker. It has advantage as well as disadvantage. Advantage is that you can find out what is left out. Disadvantage is if the thing is there, then you will be sitting very pretty, rather very pitiable position, what to talk. Fortunately, there is a gap to talk about the whole system of things. I think students, first what they have to understand is this entire lot of students, they would have joined the course out of three situations. One is due to compulsion, next due to passion, and third due to some other requirements. I mean, three types I can segregate the students. Compulsion is what? Parents would have pressurized them. Alright, please do this course, you will be good. They may not be interested, but parents must have pushed them to do this course. The second one is out of passion. We are having some 20 to 30% of the students who have taken some courses. Definitely they are taking courses out of passion. And remaining that 50%, 20% already told you due to compulsion, 30 out of passion, 50 is out of what? Situation. What is the situation? My family requires support system to survive. I have to take care of my family, my sister, brothers, ailing parents, something like that. So they are taking this assignment or this course to fulfill that desire. So these three types of people are there. But whatever stream of people, ultimately there is an objective. For everybody there is an objective, there is a target. They have to go through this process. My dear friends, education is not just coming to college and going back to home or writing something, giving to professor for the evaluation, then finally seeing the marks. I think that is not education. You rightly, an ancient person said, forget the latest dictionary education. He said education is nothing but banking. He said banking. I was really surprised to see that word. What is banking? Depositing of knowledge. As much as knowledge, you have to deposit. So your education will become a banking. So first you have to think like that only. If you go to the abstract definition of education in the dictionary, education is nothing but acquiring or learning skills, knowledge, then ethics, then values, all those things. That is what's called education. So education, once we say, normally we'll think schooling, because in school, in our context, education immediately comes to the mind is schooling only. Of course, as rightly, I think Vice Chancellor, somebody said, now you are in the post-graduation. You are not in graduation or you are not in school. Now you are in a post-graduation. There are three types of stages in your life: child, adolescent, then adult. Now you are an adult. What is the meaning of adult? You are having a very matured status of mind. Unlike the earlier status, where your mind is not mature. When you are a child, you are very much playful. And when you are adolescent, you will be a lot of doing mischiefs. And when you are adult, naturally your mind is perfect. It is perfect for taking off. And many of you would have joined from either from some other engineering stream to acquire the knowledge of administration. Some of you would have joined from the straight away from the commerce stream itself. So there are this type of mixture of people also there. So the whole idea of the MBA program is to give you what is called OJT, like on-the-job training to all of you, not only theoretical in fashion, but also in practical fashion. So education, unless you love it, unless you embrace it, you cannot see the result. Suppose I like a particular scheme, particular subject, then I have to embrace it. Otherwise, it's not possible. Moreover, please remember in mind that education doesn't mean only sitting in college and learning education. For example, even Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, if you take so many scientists, they never had informal or rather formal education. They all had an informal thing only, but they had desire to learn. That is most important. So education will come automatically, or you will be in the process of doing education successfully once you embrace that, or once you have a proper desire what you want to be. Many of you joined mostly for getting a job. Actually, I think our Vice President said during his speech also, there is a proper setup here to ensure you proper job, beautiful life. Why all these things? Because ultimately the purpose of education, as far as in our context, is to get a job, settle down, and enjoy the life. So getting a job, so there is some goal is there. Job getting is the goal. Now you are here. So you have to reach that goal by this process of education. So you cannot be having a stagnant position. You have to move from this to that. How you will move? Two ways. One is you have to acquire the theoretical knowledge. Very important. That's why processes are there, why we are going to school, why we are going to college, because we are going to be guided by people who are having higher knowledge, higher experience. So they will share their thoughts, etc. to you so that you will understand very easily. Doesn't mean that you can do your own. I mean, there are different types of education, self-education, informal education, formal education, community education. So many ways are there to have the education. But this here in a classroom, you have been conditioned. You have been conditioned to spend your time usefully to learn theoretical knowledge. But in life, when theoretical knowledge alone is not going to help you. Please understand that. You have to have practical knowledge also. That's why I think during the course of his speech, Vice President rightly said, we have arranged some industry experienced people to visit, to give you, to share their thoughts. Similarly, he said SAP courses. Why all these things? Not to get any money out of you, from you, but to make yourself a complete man. I think you would have seen some advertisements, complete man. How you will be a complete man? Only if you acquire the necessary infrastructure or necessary frills for the purpose of survival. Otherwise, no, you can't. In a world of this competition, we are having so much population as far as our country is concerned. And you are not in doing your MBA in IIM or in some other great institutions, but doesn't mean that doing in Kalasalingam is not inferior. Please understand. Example is one of my relatives who did in a very second-rated college engineering. Now he's shining like anything in a profession. How is it possible? Even take my example. I have studied in ordinary school, ordinary college only, but doesn't mean that we are leaving anything, because we should have the desire, we should have the passion to learn. If you have that, then you will achieve your goal. If you don't have, then very difficult for you. That's why my kind advice to students, first advice is, please love the subject. Love the subject. Whether you are going to take HR, whether you are going to take finance or marketing or hybrid of all, or I think they mentioned even other courses also, social work, etc. Whatever it is, first you have to love them. Love them means what? You have to go into the depth of each subject what you are studying. In-depth study always will give you necessary strength for latter part. Unless you have in-depth knowledge, you cannot establish yourself a successful person in the field of where you want to be. Suppose I want to be a HR person, then I have to have an in-depth knowledge of all HR related activities, theories, everything I should have. I should go beyond the classroom. My dear students, sitting at classroom, spending time, yes, it is necessary. It is as a part of curriculum, we have to do that. But doesn't mean that we have to stop at that stage. You have to go beyond the classroom. It is very utmost necessary for every student to go beyond. How can you go beyond the classroom? By reading additional materials, additional informations, going to the library, taking books which is not being taught or which not been given to you, but you can choose and you can read and update yourself, and you can become a powerful personality when you go to the job market or entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, when you want to establish a business also, if you have a strong knowledge, you will be a successful entrepreneur, I'm telling you. The thoughts will be different. The creativity will be there, so that you can taste the success very easily. Ultimately in the life, every one of us aim is what? To taste the success. So to taste the success, there are many ways, but you should choose a smart way to taste the success. Smartness will always help you, I'm telling you. I mean, slogging, then attaining the success also is there, but that doesn't going to serve your purpose. You should have a smart way. It's not a illegal way. It should be a legally accepted, smart way. You should reach the goal. That's why I'm telling you, students, you should go beyond the classroom. So that is the first important things. Next is respect. Please learn in the life giving respect to others. Whether he has knowledge, whether he has no, knowledge or not, that doesn't matter. Suppose a senior is there, suppose a professor is there, assistant professor is there, it is necessary on your part to give respect. Whatever be the capability or capacity of that person, you have to give the respect to the position. Then automatically what will happen? I think you have seen the COVID now, the mother of all crises. I will say COVID is the mother of all crises. We had a 9/11 crisis, we had SARS crisis, we had 2008 financial crisis, but this is the mother of crisis. What happened? Entire world has been affected, impacted, but immediately every leader of the country, every citizen of the country, thinking some alternatives to survive. Am I correct? So today also we are having this webinar-based, rather virtual induction program because of this situation. But doesn't stop what we wanted to have it. Am I correct? So whenever there is an adverse situation, you should not blink. You should not give away. You have to take it as a challenge and you have to face it and you have to swim it. Then only you will be a true leader. Then you will be a true administrator. My dear friends, the course itself is what? Master of Business Administration, MBA. That means what? You are going to administer the business. Business is not easy, please. Business has so many external factors, internal factors, which will affect the running of the business successfully. So you must be aware of all those factors. In the course of your curriculum, definitely you will have all the materials, everything. But you have to interact with the people outside the system also. Whenever an outsider comes and shares his experience, you should explore that type of meetings. You should get the maximum out of that person so that will later on become a tool for you to survive. So you should not miss the opportunity. Similarly, one more important for MBA student is leadership. If you don't have leadership, very difficult to administer the business. My dear students, leadership will definitely help you to take forward whatever good decisions you have in your mind. If you not have the leadership quality, very difficult to lead a team or lead a company or lead a division, whatever it is. That's why how to get the leadership then? Leadership can be easily observed from so many people. Before you, so many people are there. On the screen you can see, on the live you can see. Your parents can be leaders for you. Your mother can be, your sister can be, even elder sister can be. So many leaders are there around you. But are you observing them? Are you noticing them? Are you learning anything from those leaders? Leaders need not be a political leader. Everybody is a leader available. So many leaders are available. So you have to watch them and you have to take cues from such leaders, what they are doing, how they are doing. That will also help you to strengthen the leadership quality. Similarly, leadership quality you can strengthen provided you show your initiative to become a leader in a classroom setup also. A lot of opportunities. Definitely there will be some program or something you have to conduct or some event you have to take care or some part of the system you have to take care or you may be given in charge of some other schedule. You have to grab it. Don't duck yourself. You have to grab such opportunities to prove the leadership or to learn the leadership. That's why I'm telling you, success can be easily met. Success can be easily met or tasted, provided you acquire this leadership. Leadership is very, very important in life. So another important thing for all of you is that punctuality, very, very important. If you don't be punctual in coming to office or in coming to classroom, in going to meet somebody, that's it. That indicates a wrong system of your behavior. For example, today's meeting, I already logged in around 9:15 itself. I was available, but I think professor was searching me. Then I said, I'm here only. Why? Because I have to commit myself the time given by others. That means what? I am respecting the others' time. Similarly, I am using my time also fruitfully. If I delay something, if I don't follow punctuality, that means I can't be a successful business administrator. How can you be an eligible person among this crowd? I mean, in India particularly, how many graduates are coming out? Postgraduates, MBA. Similarly, how many business schools are there? You please analyze. Do you want to be away, I mean, one among them, or you want to be from them a different personality? How can you differentiate? For example, you buy so many products are there in a supermarket. When you go and buy more, I mean, products, you are choosing a particular product on what basis? There is a differentiation. Not only that, this most important thing, what is that? Value for money. If there is a value for money, naturally, you will be absorbed. So that's why when an employer wants you, first he will see whether you are having anything for him, whether you can contribute any value to him. If you are not in a position to contribute, then you won't be in a sellable market. People won't like you. That's why while studying, you have to groom. Rather, you have to get all these necessary ingredients to become a perfect business administrator. Then only, the employer will have attraction towards you. Then he will think, this person is good, value for money. I have to take him. In fact, he said, the Vice Chancellor said, a lot of opportunities are there. Similarly, Vice President said, we are having very good opportunities in job market. But there also, few people will get good positions. Some people will get somewhat middle level positions, and others will get somewhat lower level positions. Why? Because you fail to acquire the required knowledge to become a topmost person to get a right job or right situation. Please understand, my dear friends, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible, provided you have the positive mind. That's why I used to tell even whoever I meet, or myself will be an example of always positivity. I don't like people who are having negativity around me, because negativity will kill you. Negativity will drag you, and it won't help you to move forward. So you be a positive person. How can you be a positive person? Be smiley, have a proper attire, dressing, similarly proper walk, proper talk, the way in which you are communicating, the way in which you are talking to people, the way in which you are walking, the way in which you are dressing. These things will decide your positivity. So be positive. So as I said, for leadership, these are all very important. Unless you are positive, how can your team members will be positive? How can you see the positivity of your company? So be positive and cultivate the habit of positivity. Don't tell always, what is this? This lecture is not good, this professor is, no. What you have to see is the other alternative. Even this COVID situation, are we not seeing alternatives? All businesses are seeing alternatives. Are they surviving? Yes, they are living back, of course. They are coming back, but it takes time. But they are not, given away, they are chasing the survival. They are continuing the survival. So similarly, as a student, you must be proud of what you are doing and see that you are taking forward with positivity. If you don't have positivity, I told you, in a smart way to taste the success will not happen. Then you have to slog. You have to slog, then you can meet the success. Why should you waste time? You would have seen many people, quick way they would have reached the success, tasted the success, because of their positivity only. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Next is parents. Think of parents. Very, very important. They have invested in your welfare. Please understand, my dear friends, joining an MBA course is not as easy. You have to pay a fees also, and you have to do a lot of investments to acquire the knowledge. Who is doing it? Your parents are doing it. Yes, it is their duty. I'm not saying that they are doing out of some charity or something. It is their duty. But you have to reciprocate. My dear friends, you have to reciprocate. Parents also very important in life. Unless you respect the parents, you cannot be a successful person. So not only what you mean by respect, not only putting namaskar or something, or giving them whatever due respect, but also giving back to them by way of your excellent results, excellent studies. So that's very important. Unless you give back to them in the, couplets of Tirukkural, if you ask, the utmost satisfaction for a parent What is the utmost satisfaction? If their sons are well educated, daughters are well educated, that gives them the utmost satisfaction. So you have to give that utmost satisfaction. Another important thing I want to tell you about education is the best education is the best for your lifelong journey. Nothing else will come along with you. In same Tirukural, one of the couplets, Tiruvallur clearly says, this education is not going to help you not only this Janma, it is going to help you in 7 generations. It's going to help how? 7 generations. That means what? That much wealth you can generate if you have proper education. That is the purpose of education. That is the benefit of education. So you have to take it seriously about education. Similarly, one more thing he says, whatever you learn it properly. Don't in a half, don't be in a 50% manner, don't learn it. Perfectly you learn it. Already I told you, in-depth knowledge. That's what even same ruler says. Karka kasadara kattave kattapi nirka adar kitta hai. Kasadar, that means you do it perfectly. Whatever you study, even one line you are studying, you study it perfectly and understand the meaning of that. Otherwise, just mugging and going and writing exam is not going to help to become a leader. So you have to be, live in that sentence. You have to live in that subject. You have to live in that particular chapter. Then automatically, you will know the results. That's how many scientists, many business people, even though they are not educated, they have become successful because of this factor only. Because they lived in what they wanted to do. So similarly, if you live in that particular environment, that means you are successful. So these are all very, very important. Similarly, please understand the most important thing from an employer perspective, MBA people are thinking that I should have AC, I should not sweat. No, please forget that. What you have to choose is a challenging assignment, at the same time, good remunerative assignment, but need not be an environment of AC. Please understand. By sitting at the office, you think that I have to command and do these things. Initially, it is not possible. It is impossible. You have to be in the field. You have to show your perfection. Similarly, while choosing the branch also, apply your mind. Are you capable of doing that? For example, marketing. Unless I am an extrovert personality, I cannot choose the marketing. Simply somebody says, marketing has good future. I should not choose. Whether I am having that capacity to do that. Please do the self-evaluation. Once you do a self-evaluation, you understood, or rather you will become a proper, person in that field. Otherwise, for the sake of somebody's sentence or somebody's instruction, you are joining, taking that particular branch, it is not going to help you. So choose a branch where you love and you have capacity to do that particular stream. Otherwise, don't choose that. That's why, many of the people, even though they did marketing, they're all failures in the real marketing situation because they are not extrovert personalities. They're all more introvert personalities. That's why you have to choose according to your nature, according to your capacity, according to your target. Very important. Then easy for you to sail through that. So having joined an institution which is very, very good in its credentials, definitely your 50% problem is over, as I said earlier. The next 50% is in your hands only. Everything is in your hand only now, actually. So how to explore the situation, how to exploit the available tools, all these things are in your hands only. So please understand, my dear students, the life is not, it's a journey actually. Life is a journey. So you have to enjoy every part of the journey. Don't feel bad about anything. See, if you think bad, then you are getting into that issue and you are not coming out of that. That means you are not going to move forward. So please understand, life is a continuous journey. Similarly, learning is a continuous journey. Don't think that once I finish MBA, I am top of the world, no need to learn anything. No, even today I am learning something. Even today I am learning something. So learn is a must forever. There is no, escape on that. Similarly, have a good amount of friends around you. That is very important. That also creates a positivity. Don't have friends who are all negative, those who are all not contributing to your welfare. Don't don't be with them. Or you should be a contributor to the welfare of somebody, no problem. But don't have anybody, friends who are all not contributing or who are all destructive forces. Please avoid them so that you will be saved and you will be having a neat life. That is also very important. And further, my suggestion to all of you is that read. Not only this, the external things happening in the financial world, in the HR world, in the marketing world. How can you read that? You have to choose relevant journals, relevant newspapers. You have to update your knowledge on daily basis. Then only your things are strengthened. See, ultimately my idea is that you have to be strengthened. Then you are immune, or your immunity of failure will available. The immunity against the failure is available, and if you strengthen yourself only. Otherwise, you are really you will be trapped in the failure. I am telling you. That's why, please immune yourself from failure by strengthening your knowledge, your attitude, your actions from positivity, through positivity. Otherwise, you are out of box. Rather, you will be thrown out. That's why in the midst of this type of competition, we have to be a different personality. How can we be a different personality if you add all these values around you? If you add all these values, then you will become a perfect gentleman and you will become a perfect entity, and you will be the entity with value for money. Then easy for you either to start the business or to lead the business or to become an employee in a particular company. So all these things will happen only if you do all these types of efforts. So once again, I'm requesting you, all of you, take the studies seriously, take the other things necessary to become a leader. That also you have to parallelly, you have to run along with the studies and groom yourself with positivity. Definitely you will have success. I wish every one of you grand days ahead as well as grand years ahead after completing this MBA program, that too in a great institution like Kalasalingam University. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was a wonderful session. Thank you for all the words of wisdom that radiated a source of positive energy with us. And the insights not only about the soft skills, but also about the life skills. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude, and gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. I invite Dr. B. Shanmugapriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Priya. So, this is Dr. B. Shanmugapriya, working as Assistant Professor for the past 12.5 years of continual service with the Department of Business Administration, Kalasalingam Business School, Kalasalingam Academy of
I think there is a technical issue.
Madam, you propose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. It is my pleasure once again to propose this vote of thanks at the end of this session. It's extremely encouraging, and the presence of the dignitaries and the guests and such excellent session what we have had. It's a great beginning of a great year, and I would like to thank everybody who's involved here. I thank our Vice President, Dr. Shashi Anand sir, for his dynamic speech and his presence. I thank our Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. R. Nagaraj sir, for his excellent speech and inputs. I thank our registrar sir for giving the overview, and thank you so much. I would like to thank our chief guest, who has actually put in the entire essence of MBA into this speech, and made our work very, very easy during this orientation. Thank you so much for your time, sir, and your presence and your excellent inputs to our students. It's a great beginning. I'm sure it has impacted their minds in the right way. I thank Mr. S. Jairam for associating and bringing in the excellent guest, and looking forward also for more of your association. And thank you, sir. And I would like to thank the entire team of business administration who's here, and the students who are here, who are involved in organizing and making this such a beautiful presentation and interacting, so that we could take this session smoothly. And while I thank the entire dignitaries at my college and my institution, and also the guests and the dignitaries who are present here, I would thank the students and parents who are amongst us here. And I think the words of wisdom which is passed on by a guest, by the way of being on time and being so disciplined with no issues at all, shows that we are having an excellent 2020 batch. Looking forward to work with them together, to see them and groom them, and to see that they come out in such an excellent flavor and such good positions. And thank you so much for everybody who has joined here with us from other departments, the by my learned colleagues who are here, and the entire faculty and students of MBA who had made this success today. And ever a special thanks to my leadership, who has always encouraged us to do so many things, and who are here as a part of the encouragement. It means a lot to us, sirs. And I'm sure this is going to be a dynamic batch, and we are going to have a dynamic year all through, with all your support. Thank you so much for being with us today. And it is my privilege to propose this vote of thanks as a mark of our respect and our gratitude to all those who are present. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Jairam.
Thanks again, sir. Suresh sir, Jairam sir. Thank you, madam. Thanks to all the faculty members. Thank you.
Thank you, VP sir. Thank you for your presence.
Thank you, sir.
VP
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
And thank you, Registrar sir.
Thank you, sir.
Madam.
Thank you, sir.